basically show you guys how to go ahead and do the lab in sharing Windows resources. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and open up PC1, which we have right here, and we're going to create a new folder, and we're going to call that example. And then we're going to go here and go to Notepad. We're going to go down to the Windows logo here and type in search, type in Notepad. We're going to go ahead and open up Notepad. And what we're going to go ahead and save this as, we're going to go to the desktop. We're going to go to the example folder, and we're going to go ahead and save this as brief. And what we will do ahead here is we'll go to our window and we're going to go to Control Panel. And then we're going to go to Sharing. Folder options, actually. We're going to go to folder options. There we go. And we're going to go to view and make sure we go down to the bottom. Since I've done this before, it was checked with use sharing wizards. We're going to uncheck that. And we're going to click OK on there. Now it's already been set up with the networking part of this for the lab. And what you're going to be able to do from right here is go to Windows 2. You're going to go to search. Actually, let's go desktop. Search. And before I do that, let's go back here to example. And what we're supposed to do here is go to properties and go to sharing and share this folder and click OK and close. So now we made it sharing. So it should be shared. We'll go back to our PC2 and go to our search and then 2 backslashes win, the name of our computer. And then we're going to go to right here, examples, and we're going to be able to see that we can open it up. And we'll see that we have that information opened up there. Also, too, what we will look and see is if we can, how can we manipulate this? So let's go to trying to delete it. And if we say yes, and it says we need to remove permissions. So we don't have permissions enabled, so we have to go back to PC1. We go back to PC1. We go to Properties, Sharing, Advanced Sharing. Under Advanced Sharing, we go to Permissions here. And what we can allow to do is make changes. So we'll hit Apply, we'll hit OK, OK, close, go back to PC. And what we'll do is go ahead and make some changes. Go ahead and open this up. And then we'll go to save it. And we saw that we could save it. Now that we've saved it, go back up so you show that you save it. And we can also delete it. We'll go to delete, and we see we can delete that. So that's basically how you can set up sharing between there. Now the next thing what we're going to go ahead and do is go ahead and set up network. How to map a drive here. And what we will go to is here. And click on properties right here. And I've already had it set up here, but what we can do is right click on this and map network drive. And we're going to choose S. And that's the drive that we did. And then we would click finish. And you'll see I get the error message because I've already done it, but if you didn't do it before, you wouldn't get that message. So yes, it's already mapped there. And that's basically how you can map your network drive right there. And the next thing that we would need to go ahead and do is show how you can share computer resources. So we can go back here, we go to home, and we'll go to control panel, and then we're going to go to home group. We can create a home group, and I've already done the home group creation. And then we can go to the bottom here and say start a home, nope, not troubleshooter, start a home group. Change. So let's leave this home group. I'm going to leave the home group since I did it already. Now, close. Let's go back to home group. And now you can create a home group here. Go next. And then we're going to go to documents and we're going to keep it shared. We're going to go to next. And you notice you're going to get the passcode, so we'll have to write that passcode down, capital V. And it is case sensitive, so make sure that you pay attention to the capital and lowercase of those. And we're going to hit finish. And now we have created that group, so we can go back here. And go to desktop, PC, and see that we have a home group. And what we need to do is to go ahead and home group, go to computer 2. Computer 2, we need to go to start, and we're going to go to control panel, and then home group. And then we need to go into that, join the home group. And I need to type in the passcode for that home group. Make sure your capitalization is all correct. And you hit next. And once you put the passcode in correctly, you have joined a home group and you have created a home group that you can join. And that's how basically you can hear sharing between both home groups on there. And that's basically how you can set up the sharing. Now to just make sure, you always can check your properties, and what you can do into properties, you can do security by allowing particular controls or denying certain things, like modifying things, read-write access, special permissions. If people want to do certain things, you can also edit the amount of users that have access to these things. And that's the basic things that you can do that'll help a lot in when you have these things set up, so that you can go here. I can create something. Let's go create another file. Let's do a new text file example. And we can go back, and then we can go through our search and see that we go to our search here. Let's go back. Go to our search, and then definitely type in our computer name. Make sure the important part is typing in computer name. And there you have that location. And you see example shows back up. And this time I have nothing in it, but I can modify it and do different things. And you can save. So that's basically how you can go ahead and do that. And that concludes the lab.